Hello there, Rule the Waves fans of YouTube. This is NoName117 Spore, and today we are continuing our playthrough as Austria-Hungary with a starting date of 1900. As a reminder, this series was originally live streamed on Twitch. Links to it and my personal Discord are in the video description below. This was only streamed in 720p, so that is what the video quality is going to be. And this series took place across the original 3 versions of the game, all of which are currently outdated. With all that out of the way, let's get on to today's episode. Okay, just Leroy Jenkins it. If we do this, we're gonna lose. Simple as that. I don't think I can take them down. What we need is, we need actual ships, or we need aircraft carriers. Can I please rebuild these guys? Seaplane hangar. Yeah, please let me do that. We do not have large seaplane hangars yet. Don't underestimate the power of flash fires. You're not wrong. We should have collapsed their government the last time. Yeah, this game has suddenly developed in a very odd direction. Not at all what I was expecting, I will say that. We'll move them to the reserve fleet. So that's now our torpedo cruiser. I say we build 2 more Auroras at this point. Careful not to raise the international tensions right now. Yep. Did we just receive purpose-built aircraft carrier? Research. Okay, we have CVL conversions now. Cool. I didn't see that we had CVL conversions. So, clear turrets. Clear mounts. Give us some anti-aircraft guns. 12 tons with 3 techs. Well, we can convert the Kaiserins and the Lathas then. And then we'll leave the Minervas for next time. Or for when we get another tech. Now, we're going to replace the machinery here with oil firing. You know what? 3 is line. So I'm going to leave that 3 in place for now, because that is actually something kind of like that. Move secondaries, no DP. At any rate, I don't know. We'll see. So what I want to do is flight deck. No, I know. We can go 24 knots with that. Bulge it. We can get 26 knots with 8 planes. Gun armament wise, go down to just 4. I think the 26 knot carrier is good enough. Yeah, change type and continue. Cannot have secondary guns if no main guns. So your main guns will be 6 inches. We will do... Is it FG? FG as a casemate, and then JK as a casemate is what we would have had before, or not. Alright, we'll do just single turrets of 5-inch guns, and then have a couple just sitting around. Do F, G, J, and K. Okay, so bulge does do that. We're not going to do additional deck armor. Yeah, okay, cool. So we can do this, where you can get 12 aircraft. I might slow it down to 25 knots and get another 2. Or we could go with a speed engine and try to get that extra knot of speed. Nah, normal. Yeah, I will design a deck in just a moment. I wanted to work out how much we could get. So we could get 14 planes in this. So bulged. Right now it's saying minus 0 knots. Or 0 knots of change. So do we want to go with the 26 knot ship and the 12 aircraft? Or do we want to go with the 25 with 14? I think I'm going to squeeze in the 2 extra aircraft, I think. So structure 3, I'm going to redo it as structure 1. Just because that was kind of what was there before. So like we're sealing over the casemates and such. Now, get rid of structure 3. Alright, so now, asymmetric funnels. Or do we want to be unique? Why don't we be unique? Let's be unique and put this tower on the wrong side of the carrier. Yes. Oh, wait, bridge on the left just to be contrarian. Yeah. CV needs to use the guns you already fucked up, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's why we have small gun, or only 4 guns on it. The other thought is, reduce those to 4 inches and make them unarmored. That does get us an extra aircraft. So now we can get 15 out of the carrier. I had the funnels good before, and now they're just bad wherever I place them. Maybe we can do something like that. Alright, so turn off, keep asymmetric funnels on. I want to move that one just slightly. There we go. Alright, so structure 2. I'm gonna look up light carrier conversion. And all it brings up is the independence. Okay, early aircraft carriers. Hosho. How about a tunnel CV bridge over the runway?
That is how you get people on the bridge dying. What is it? Hosho aircraft carrier. That was one of the early ones. So I think like courageous, glorious, and then furious and Akagi. So the problem is the other ones were a little bigger. So this, I think single deck. Said the needle are becoming an enemy combatant. Alright, so if we wanted to do, say, relatively straight deck, we could do something like that. Although, probably want to be wider. We could do the deck even across the ship. No, do something like that. And then that. We do a flight deck like that. Okay, HMS Argus. Okay, so they just did have a single deck on that one. It wasn't multiple. Yeah, don't worry about shit capacity. I mean, we have 15 on this, so we've got more than Argus. Wait a minute, that is structure 2, though, so I say we keep the flight deck. Do we keep the flight deck relatively centered? Or do we want to move it slightly to one side? I think we keep it centered. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to 3. And there's a reason for this. Structure 2. We're going to delete it and now replace a new one. August was just a cruise liner with a big piece of wood strapped on top. Yes. So what we're going to do here is something along the lines of that. A little further out. Maybe a little farther forward as well. Kind of like the points on where the guns would be stored. Well, I don't need structure 1 anymore. I'm just going to delete structure 1. Yeah. And then structure 2 will just be, say, this maybe. And now all the other structures I can... Yeah, this one's not asymmetric, because I kind of want this to be where the some of the guns are stored. Actually, here's what we're going to do with structure 2. We need to do stuff with structure 1 now, though, too. So structure 1 will be this. So, we're carrying 14 light anti-aircraft guns. I'm going to increase that to maybe 16. Alright, so then we're going to do... CV conning towers. I don't care, we're gonna have one. I wouldn't be surprised if other nations already have CVLs building at this point. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that. Let's try that again. So here, I want a small one. We'll do something... No. Let's do... Do we want, like, forward? Probably not. And we'll just kind of do maybe this. On each side. So that's kind of like where the guns are going. Although that's ugly. come on. How do I design this to look nice? Get the first one so you can rub it in the British faces. Yes! So Argus, alright. Argus kinda has this look to it. And also I can see my stream right there and see all you guys chatting. Hold on. Don't think it looks that bad. It looked kinda bad. So that was what Argus looked like. So it kinda has these little offshoots here, here, and then lifeboats along the side. It didn't have the it didn't have the superstructure thing, but we're gonna add the superstructure thing because I want the superstructure thing. So the superstructure thing looks nice. Alright, so we do have little offshoots. So here's my thought, is we do something like this here. So that'll be one anti-aircraft gun. And then we can do, say, I don't know, this structure there. Go back to here, go out again, go across. And then back over for structure 1, and then structure 2 can kind of be like the, that looks a little better. What I might do for structure 2, I'll start from the rear. So, structure 2, yeah. Little guns back there. Move forward just a bit. Add something kind of along those lines. And then we'll have a little small thing come out there. Okay. Yeah, that kind of looks a little okay. This looks fine. I'm pretty content with this. That's structure 2. So then we have structure 4, structure 5, and structure 6 to work with. I'm gonna look up Ruler Waves 2 light aircraft carriers for inspiration, because I know how people do this. Or I know how some of the designs are in this. Unfortunately, all the images look small. Okay, there we go. So they can do that often with like a, they do that often with like a, what is it? Looks quite American. Yeah, kinda does. But Argus apparently had all those things sticking off it. So it looks like I'm gonna need, some sort of, elevator. Elevator, yes, that's the term. That's the term I was thinking of. At some point, and then kinda lines going down the ship. So we're gonna do this. What? No. Leave that there for the moment. Ruler Waves Argus aircraft carrier. Argus had one kind of forward. What about Hosho? That's another picture of Argus. Hosho kind of had one forward and one aft as well, so it looks like we're going to want to have like one here-ish and one here-ish. Yeah. So that's structure 4 we're working with here. I know. So one about here. Probably. So maybe a little more forward than that. Right, cool. And then we can go down here and then do a second one. Why not look at Langley? I could. I'm not going to right now, but I could. And then I'll have a little bit of a wider elevator down here. We'll have an elevator the same size. I'll move it down, have a little bigger of one. And then go all the way to the aft end of the ship. Like so. That doesn't look bad. There's a little coal collier before the... Yep. And of its class of coal colliers, it's the only one where we know where it actually sank. All the other 3 coal colliers of the class all somehow managed to disappear without a trace. So pretty impressive for an entire class of ship to other than the one converted to a carrier to just disappear without a trace. Alright, so then we can maybe do something like kind of like this for our structure. That doesn't look horrible. Imagine if they somehow lost Langley as well. All the conspiracy theorists would be having a fun time, probably. Yeah. Yeah, if Langley just flat out vanished. The Japanese sank her before she could flat out vanish on everyone. Now they're gonna... Have they found the wreck of Langley, or have they not yet? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start it here. No. We could do a small island here, maybe. That is not how I imagine that looking. Let's try this again. So let's just start there. Go back. Go across. Go across. Go up a bit. And then go up to there. And then what we'll do is we will put 6 over it. Kind of like a bridge structure here. I'm hoping this doesn't wind up looking stupid. Okay, so the gun's kind of like in the structure, but... Actually, that's slightly slanted, but that'll be good enough. Or not. Or not. No. Goodbye to 6. There you go, that's a little better. I think that'll be our aircraft carrier. So we'll rebuild one of them. Is anybody else building? No, nobody else is. Yeah, promote better understanding. Cannot continue. Alright, so we can't have that on high. CVL Sankt George. We are gonna now rebuild the second one of these into another CVL. Oh, they're only 22 knots, so the bulging did slow it down. Darn it. Which means that the third one I'm gonna build, I'm not gonna, or if I am gonna bulge, it's -2 knots right there. Oil. God damn it. I fucked that up. Yeah, clear the turrets. Yeah, well, it's an early carrier. Yep. Clear those. So we're gonna have... yeah, this one will be 25 knots. Flight deck. Langley was 15 and Hosho was like 18. Okay, so without any guns, we can get this. CVLs don't need to go fast. Yeah, but I like fast CVLs a little more. So we have 2 experimental CVLs building right now, and then this will be our third one with a little less air capacity, but a little better speed. Converted from the third member of the class. So let's, again, move our 2 funnels over. Come on. Actually, we're going to have the third one there, too. Actually, you know what? We're probably not going to have the third. Last one had 2 funnels. This one will have 2 funnels. Alright then, so turn off asymmetric superstructure for the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by drawing a very, very similar design to what we had before. And then I'm going to do a little... do I want to do kind of the Japan thing, or no? I probably don't. This one might have a little bit larger of a deck than the other 2. So of course it looks screwy. Let's go to structure 2. Try this again. Somehow doesn't like to work. So we'll go back to structure 1. Try it again. And then do structure 2 on that. There is one more thought here, and that is I could get this a little more detailed. By doing this. Now delete structure 1. Is Joe take a crap? Yes, yes I am. Because it turns out my other ships were too slow. So or my other carriers are too slow, so I'm building a faster light carrier right now. My experimental one's a little slower than this. And then we'll go down here and do another one of these. You know what? No, no, no. We'll do one starting. Make it look like someone flipped the World Trade Center inside and put it on a ship to transfer it out of New York City. Yeah, that's kind of dark, but yeah, a ship. Oh no, probably won't go for the Ryujo look. Alright, that looks okay. Structure 2 is the flight deck. Structure 3 will be the hangars. Okay, so we'll do... one hangar bay here, and with the treaty, it looks like hangar or light carriers are all we're gonna get. Unfortunately. So I'm gonna put that deck a little more forward. So this is gonna be kind of a half sister to the other two carriers here. Maybe I'm with some 3-inch mounts for anti-surface warfare. Just put a bridge under the flight deck. I mean, they put a bridge under the flight deck of a lot of carriers, or a lot of early light carriers. But this does mean that either this stream or next stream, probably next stream given the time right now, we'll be able to play with carriers a bit. What I might do is I might do something like this. Yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. That actually looks pretty good. That's 3 right there. Structure 4 is what we're going to need next, and structure 4 is going to be asymmetric. Structure 4, I say we start it here. Thank you. We'll go forward here, do something kind of long. We're not really out like that. Maybe out a little bit. And then we'll just kind of go out to the side. Do that. Yeah. Don't have tech for the elevators yet, so the squares would just be for decoration. I mean, I think they'd... yeah, fair. Although I think later they would normally be refit with elevators. Like, if you look at Hosho later in life, she had elevators. I think they had elevators early on. Although I don't know if that would be that or not. But, you know, they'd get developed. I think it's an inaccuracy I can deal with here. Boop, boop, and then boop, boop. We'll do that, and then for 6 we'll have a little thing in the rear here. I wish they included pictures for the planes. Yeah, that would be nice. Can I rename you? No, I can't. Okay, there we go. Cool. So that one does actually go 25 knots compared to the 22 of the other ones. And it is burning a lot of money. Take a small tension increase here. Secondary director is good. Awesome. Okay, so all these are carrier capable. So bomb load's the same. Bomb load's the same. Torpedo is heavy. Okay, so range, it looks like the Aviatik 35 is the best option. For speed, the Aviatik 36. Okay. We have greater striking range with 35. I think the range is important here. Yeah, range heavy. So fighter-wise, they can both operate off of carriers. The Aviatik 23 and the Lloyd 19. But I'm gonna request proposals for a new fighter. The first priority, maneuverability, and also firepower. Okay, so in terms of float plane scouts, I have 2. And I think they're both okay for service. Mission 4 submarines. Berg 18D flying boat. Yeah, we'll take it. An auto generation makes something fucking crazy. I can dismiss it as something like the J7W Shinden or something. Okay, so flying boat wise, we have that or that. That has a little more range, but lesser bomb load. Yep. I think I'll keep both of them in service. We're going to get a bunch of the Planet-class destroyers. Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. I don't care that we have no units with torpedo bomber capability. We will have them soon.
Thank you all for watching. As a reminder, the like and subscribe buttons exist. Do with them as you please. If you want to watch my live streams from which this video originates, you can go to my Twitch page. And if you want to keep up with the live streams and interact with my nearly non-existent community, you can join my Discord. Links to both are in the description below. Goodbye, everyone.